You're hunting for a daily driver. Nothing fancy, just wheels that won't empty your pockets.
But wham! That 2016 Honda Civic with miles on it. It's demanding $18,000 today.
Get this, that's practically the same dough a fresh-off-the-lot 2019 Civic cost back then, hovering at $19,500. The thing is, this ain't market magic. It's an outright robbery on your finances, fueled by the green agenda. They pitch it as planet-saving, but really, it's just fattening those elite wallets.
Here's the kicker. Used car prices have jumped about 40% since 2020, while average wages, they've only climbed around 20%.
Bottom line, it's a zero-sum setup where working families lose their mobility and the power players rake it in. But hold on. How can eco-policies meant to go green actually paint your bank account red? Okay, let's slice through the hype. Mainstream outlets hype this green revolution as the ultimate savior, zapping pollution with EVs everywhere. But nah, that's a straight-up sleight of hand. This isn't pure environmental love. It's a double-edged sword carving up your budget to feed corporate giants. And get this, these rules aren't random chaos. They're a fixed match, rigged to herd you into pricey new electrics, no matter the hit to your commute. Here's how it plays out. Washington AMPS up emission regs. Nationwide echoes of California's strict smog tests and old engine bans. Your 10-year-old ride? It faces compliance hurdles like pricey exhaust fixes or tech upgrades, costing thousands. Skip it, and it's junkyard bound. EV incentives might have tapered off post-2025, but mandates still shove manufacturers toward batteries, drying up used inventory.
Who's the sleight-of-hand artist? Big auto heavyweights like Tesla and GM, teamed with Wall Street sharks. Lobby hard for these traps.
They sweet-talk Congress into policies that bury small dealers under vanishing stock. Those indie lots, folding faster than a bad hand. You figure options abound, gas, hybrid, pick your poison. Wrong. It's the illusion of free will, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Regs prioritize EVs, starving the used scene, and flipping a once $10,000 bargain into a $15,000 gut punch. Back in the 1970s Clean Air Act era, similar rules cleared skies without pricing out the masses. Cars stayed affordable lifelines. But now, our minds by the guilt trip, accepting hikes as eco-duty, ignoring the wallet wounds. Globally, Europe's heavy transit subsidies keep used prices tame, unlike our mandate mess. Catch this. Around 40% of low-income households lean on vehicles over a decade old for essentials.
And wham! They're now battling a 30% ownership cost surge since 2020, all from this green shove.
Now that we've exposed the fixed match, let's plunge into the harsh facts. The flow ahead will reveal how the betrayal runs even deeper. All right, strap in. We're ripping open the engine of this mess. Root cause? Incentives, pure and simple. Government regs reward scrapping old gas cars for EV credits. Manufacturers are chasing quotas, and that's starving the used car supply. Trace the thread. Post-2008 bailouts funneled billions to giants like GM, letting them dominate while small lots withered. Rewind to the 80s. Used cars were cheap freedom machines. You could snag one for under $5,000. No drama. That lifeline kept folks mobile without debt chains. But today, eco-guilt tricks our brains. We swallow price hikes as a necessary sacrifice, ignoring the wallet bleed because saving the planet feels righteous. Globally, Europe subsidizes rails and buses hard, keeping used demand low. Asia floods with cheap imports. The U.S.? We create an artificial drought.
Get this. The average price sits near $25,700 as of early 2026.
That's up 40% from pre-2020 baselines. Wages? Only up 20%. A family paying $500 more monthly on wheels eats into their rent and groceries.
Look at the wreckage. Auto delinquencies hit 3.88% in late 2025. That is a 15-year high.
Subprime borrowers, spiking to 6.65%. Nearly 1 in 6 are seriously behind, ditching cars for buses that barely exist. Small businesses? Independent dealers are going bankrupt at alarming clips. Low stock plus high wholesale costs, it's killing their margins.
But the stock market? It's feasting. Tesla shares jumped over 400% in this green wave. Big Auto is cashing EV profits while you hunt for bargains that vanished.
Here's the hidden sting. Those credits funneled mostly to higher earners. Taxpayers footed billions subsidizing the wealthy, while the middle class got squeezed. By now, you're fired up. Isn't someone guarding the gate? The other side's arguments cut sharp enough to make you second guess. Let's confront them straight in the next part, where the betrayal sharpens even more. Stay tuned. Time to flip the table. Let's give the green camp their shot. They argue this whole EV and emission crackdown is a long-game victory.
Cut tailpipe pollution, slash fuel bills over years, and dodge massive health costs from dirty air.
The EPA still points to Clean Air Act successes. Cleaner cities, fewer asthma attacks, billions saved in medical bills. They say the upfront pain buys future gains. Lower operating costs for electrics, NO gas, cheap fuel, plus planet-wide benefits. Our brains love this narrative. Who doesn't want to be the good guy fighting climate doom? It feels righteous.
But here's where the mask slips. Those health and fuel savings, they shine brightest for households that can afford the new ride up front.
Studies show the bulk went to earners above $100,000. The wealthy grabbed the lion's share, while middle and lower classes paid the price in higher used prices and no rebates.
Catch this. With federal EV credits gone since late 2025, the squeeze is even tighter.
Subprime auto delinquencies hovering near record highs at 7% for serious late payments. Families are drowning, not celebrating. The truth cuts clear now, but seeing it isn't enough. You need the real escape routes to stop being the next casualty. Your playbook drops right after this. Look, we've come full circle. That green paradise sold to us is bleeding your wallet red, quietly burying the used car lifeline.
But here's the power move. You don't have to be the next victim. Knowledge alone won't pay the bills, but smart action flips the game.
Survival playbook. Hunt smart. Target used cars in states with lighter emission rules, like Texas, Florida, or the Midwest. Aim for reliable 8 to 12-year-olds, under $15,000. They exist if you shop patiently. Consider hybrids as your stealth bridge. Think Prius or similar. They sip fuel, hold value, and dodge the full EV hype.
Kill the FOMO on shiny new electrics. Run the math. Add charging setup and battery replacements that often cost $10,000.
Train your brain to see it as a luxury tax, not progress. Most upgrades cost way more than they save in the first 7 years. Steal global plays. Try e-bikes for short trips, or push your local council for better buses. Long term, email your reps. Demand fair policies, subsidies for repairs on older cars, not just new e-verses for the rich. Small voices add up.
Bottom line, the system bets you'll stay quiet and overpay. Break that bet. If you ignore this roadmap, you're volunteering to be left behind. Don't miss the next insider drop. Hit subscribe now, turn on notifications, and stay ahead in this rigged arena. Your wallet will thank you.